Jim, an enjoyable afternoon, 4-2 win. Just give me your thoughts on that game.
It was a brilliant performance by the players, to be honest. I thought we were total value today for the win, and I think a lot of Barnet. I think they're a very good team. I've watched a number of their games this season and I was very aware of the threat that they faced, but I'm just so happy for the players and want to heap all today's praise on the players and my staff for preparing the team the best we could. They deserve credit too for the week of preparation they put in, but when it comes to the Saturday, when it comes to being out there in front of the fans, it's over to the players. And the players as a whole, the whole group of them, were amazing today. They were amazing. They were so good, and they truly deserve all the credit today. And they deserve to be out there, reaping the rewards and appreciation from the fan base, who also thought were excellent. It's all about the players today.
I feel like some of the goals we saw today were straight from the training ground almost. How pleasing was that for you as the coach, in particular that second goal?
First, second, third, fourth transition a little bit different, but even the runs made on the fourth were a training. Amazingly, all of them were training ground-esque today, and that is very rewarding. But it feels more rewarding watching them celebrate that moment, watching them consolidate their own belief in what they're doing and what I'm asking them to do day in, day out, what I'm constant with day in, day out. When it's being challenged in the games, you don't get wins, because we're always being challenged from the outside. Even though we're so well supported from the outside as well, there's still challenges. People that challenge us, people that challenge our belief. And when we do score training ground goals like that, particularly 3 of them, it's just so nice to watch the players celebrating what they've just done, knowing that they practiced it and it came off, and it came off today.
Did you feel like today was as near to or close to sort of a complete performance? Ty mentioned in his post-match as well about being sort of the dominant team almost. The scoreline was 4-2, but would you feel like your team sort of offered the most today?
Quite comfortably, to be honest, yeah. I thought we were absolutely cruising at 3-1, and Barnet looked out of hope, really. And I thought the things they were resorting to, we could handle. We were handling them. I think we gave them a bit of a gift for the second goal, to make it 3-2 and to potentially bring some nerves to the occasion. But then we went and produced a 4th goal, and I thought we were total value for 4 goals today. I thought we could get even more. I thought we looked very, very dangerous in all aspects of the game, and that's for a number of reasons. Having threat off both sides helps, and Cairo helps them too as well. Harvey helps the front 3 playing in behind them, giving them the space. So the 4 of them, being supported by the 7 players behind, Louis making good decisions for the team, centre backs, pivots making good decisions for the team, full backs being in places that are really important for the front 4 to give them space. It was a full team performance today, and the guys who got the goals, brilliant. But then what the other players did for those guys to get their goals, to get their assists, just really important. It was 11-man performance, and it was total value for the win against what have been, a very good top of the league team so far in this division this year.
We could talk positively about every player that came on the pitch today for Rochdale, but just to sort of highlight a man we spoke about post-match last week, a man that did the pre-match for us this week, Jez. How pleasing! He said in his pre-match about getting a goal today. He didn't quite get that, but he did get an assist and a standing ovation when he came off the pitch.
It shouldn't be disappointing not to have scored a goal. He got an assist that Cairo could have scored, but Cairo holds off his man so that Ty can score. Amazing. Jez was brilliant. And he'll only get better. And it helps Tyrese, or it helps any other winger that's playing off the other side, to have a player on the opposite side who can, equally threaten. It spreads their team out instead of just focusing on one side. And I think Jez enjoyed his day today at home. He gave us loads of threat, loads of balance, and he worked hard for the team as well. I'm really pleased to have Jez, and it just helps all the other players. The more we have out there that that can hurt the opposition, it helps all the other guys as well. and it relieves the players at the back. You know, to have that extra threat up there, it relieves the players at the back. Also gives the midfielders more options to find. So yeah, really pleased with Jez today. Was mindful about his minutes, knowing that, you know, he's only just got back out there for us. So pleased to be able to manage that as well and bring him off with a winning scoreline.
And a slight change in sort of formation when Jez did come off, and change in sort of tactics. How pleasing is it for you to see out the result and not only just hold on to sort of, you know, not concede another, but actually going and scoring a fourth with Hendo coming off the bench?
Brilliant. I thought the subs were brilliant. The subs were brilliant in the last game as well. Went on and provided the exact jobs that we needed to based on what the game was then. Barnet were putting a lot of balls in our box from deep. You can't always stop stuff from deep. You can try and get pressure on it as much as possible, but a deep ball sends your whole team back. If it comes back out to them, it's hard to then get pressure on it to stop it coming back in again. So we made changes off the back of that, and then we always thought we could hurt them. We could hurt them on the balls that bounce down, and we can break better than them in, you know, if they're in spread out shape. And it played out well for the fourth goal. The subs all done their part. Everyone on the pitch, everyone on the bench, everyone who's trained this week for us, they all done their part.
And another sort of quick turnaround Tuesday against Boreham Wood. So just what's your initial thoughts ahead of that? Obviously got another big away trip on the Saturday as well.
It's a massive challenge again. It's a really challenging week. Lots of travelling in it. We go down there on Tuesday. We go down on Tuesday day, and then we're Dorking on the weekend thereafter, and then the TV game on the Tuesday afterwards. This block of 6 games coming up now, we could truly do with as many players available as possible, because we've been looking at it, planning for it. Logistically, there's a lot of travelling to be done, and a lot of games, as many as I can remember really, in terms of the load, games wise and travelling wise, all combined. So big challenge coming up, totally different to today. We do our best to recover now, plan for that, get ready for that, and just hopefully ride some of the momentum of how happy the players should feel today and how proud of themselves they should feel.
And just a final one on Boreham Wood. Obviously you'll do sort of a few post-match analysts and get ready for that game on Tuesday. What's your initial thoughts ahead of them and the opposition ahead?
Just that it's a totally different type of challenge to today. Some teams look similar, some teams are totally different. They're totally different, and they've been a very successful team in this division for the last few years. They pretty much get in the playoffs every year or every other year. They're well coached defensively, know exactly what they're doing. They've challenged every team. They took Notts County to the death last year in the semi-final of the playoffs. They took them all the way 2 games into extra time. They looked like they were going to win it. You know, Notts County ended up going up. We were an amazing team in this division last year. Notts County, Boreham Wood took them all the way. They'll take us all the way.